Hi, everyone calls me Amber, but it's actually my surname, so I'm Catherine Amber, would you believe? Yeah, and you're here on lot 79, which I call Sunrise Paradise. Okay, Tamarind, here we go. Are you in need of more water? You're probably in need of more warmth, aren't you? Getting too cold for some of these trees. I'd given birth in Central Australia to my daughter Kintasha out in the Central Desert, and when I was pregnant with my next daughter Shemaine, she led me east and she led me here because in the cosmology of her life she has lots of water in her and wanted to be born here, so there was nothing at all on this block. The row of macadamias up the front and one gum tree. So everything here I've planted. So my place is just a mixture of whim and fantasy and food practicality. I don't actually get to eat a lot of it, unfortunately, but the birds have a great time, and the wildlife, and the neighbourhood chooks. For the first 10 or 15 years that I lived here, Bob Sample had his thoroughbred Arab horses running along here down to past Denise, where the land opens up into what we call the Magic Dell. The whole purpose of these gardens is to create a heart experience of nature. So even though when I came here there was nothing here, as I said, I listened to the earth and planted according to that guidance, that earthly guidance, and I guess listened to my own heart about what I wanted here. So it was food and beauty and grace, and that's what I ended up with. And it is like that, it's beautiful. And I love it, and so do the animals, and so do the birds. I feel Crystal Waters is a very female place, and that the whole of Crystal Waters, Bob Sample choosing this place, I think wasn't an accident. I think he could also sense that this has a very nurturing energy here, and yeah, a very caring sort of place. This building came about because the council told me I wasn't council approved with the amount of building space I had over there, so that's why this happened. And this is now my wet building, my kitchen, my bathroom, my compost toilet, and it all feeds into a macrophyte grey water system down there, and they approved it. The previous owner of this lot had goats for this whole front paddock and fenced off, so this was the water pond for them to drink from. Now I've planted it up with all these purple irises, and over that side are yellow irises. If there were anything I was going to change here for the future, it would be to engage the children in understanding about growing food, about taking responsibility for a clean earth, a clean plate of food, and a clean way of life, and to have them more involved in learning what that is about, why we did it, and why it's needed so badly for the earth, and how they can take up the baton for what's to come. So And all around me are food trees, a carob tree, a rose apple tree, a mango. There's food trees, a mulberry. There's food trees everywhere, all around us. Well, this building here was here before me. It was built by some of the guys living here because the woman I bought this place from had a caravan just there, and this was the annex. So over the years this has been so handy as I brought my children up here, because they had unlimited freedom to create fantasy games on this building, just massive palaces and, you know, caves, and they didn't have to put it away for us to have our dinner. So this was their freedom. So this bamboo here has been here about as long as I have, and it started out from just one culm from a neighbour over there, and it spread itself so hugely that at night I hear wild creatures crawling out from, like echidnas coming out from inside it. It's become quite a microclimate, quite a habitat. I feel it's time here at Crystal Waters for us with a spiritual bent to come out. And this gorgeous shrub here is actually a gardenia. Come Christmas, it's going to burst into little buds, white buds all over. And if it times it right, and I get the timing right, I'll be able to give away little gardenias to people for Christmas. And what was the question?